Hello, welcome to Ordinary Garage. Today's video we're gonna replace the outer tie rod and the inner tie rod right here. And first we have to do is we're gonna have to loosen this nut right here, which I use a 7/8 and a 3/4, 3 1/4 to loosen this. Then we have to remove this cotter pin down here and remove this 17mm castle nut. Okay, let's get on moving those. Okay, so once I broke this bolt loose and I took out the cotter pin and loosened this castle nut. I'm gonna leave the castle nut on because I'm gonna have to use this Harbor Freight ball joint separator to pop off the outer tie rod from the pressure that is given on there. So I'm gonna remove this. Alright, so now that's loosened, we're going to remove this and then we're going to take out the nut. Alright, once the nuts are removed, we can twist off the outer tie rod. Okay, so I'm going to remove this nut right here. It's going to leave a nice clean section so we can kind of measure it and get our alignment near close before we go to the alignment shop. Okay, so we're going to remove this. Okay, and this boot is all torn up. I'm going to be replacing that too. Okay, so this is really bad. See that? And it shakes, if you can hear that. So every time I hit a bump, you can hear that shake. So the way of removing this on this design, there's a 17mm right here where you have to use either a combination wrench or you would have to get a special tool to remove it. Today I'm just going to try to attempt to remove it with a 17mm combination wrench, and I'm going to use a adjustable wrench to hold down the gearing for the racking pinion. Okay, let me go on and remove that. Okay, so now I'm going to be removing this strap right here for the back of the boot, which I'm going to be replacing. So there's on mine they use a screwdriver, some of them use a locking type metal. Let me see if I can get a better angle of me screwing that off. Okay. Alright, let me pry this off. Right, and now this old torn boot has been removed, and I'm gonna actually reuse this locking mechanism, and I'm just gonna zip tie the front piece in. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to be installing this inner tie rod. The inner tie rod has this locking washer with this other washer, which is gonna come in here to these little grooves right there, and these ridge is gonna line up with it like that. So I'm gonna put that on here, and then we're just gonna screw it in. And we're just gonna make sure it lines up once we get towards the end. So once you screw that in, these little the locking mechanism behind it is designed to fold over the screw, or the screw section, so it can lock it in place so it won't come out loose. I would suggest probably blue Loctite, but I don't have any with me right now, so I'm just gonna try it this way, and then maybe in the future when I have maybe replace it again or pull it out and then put blue Loctite, because I have no blue Loctite and there's no way for me to get to the auto parts store and pick up some. Okay, I'm gonna install this, and then I'm gonna install the boot, and then go from there. Okay, so now I'm gonna install this boot. First I have to remove this nut. Alright, so on the boot there is a nipple right here for moisture and air, so that it doesn't have like compression in the steering. So I'm gonna slide this in, and we're gonna slide it back, and there's a slot right here so it can lock in, and I'm actually just gonna zip tie this section right here. Okay, and the boot goes in like that. The back will slide right over, and we'll put that lock right back over it again. Okay, I'm gonna install that, and then we're gonna put on the outer tie rod, and we're gonna try to line it up as close as possible, so that way we can drive it to the alignment shop and get it alignment. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to be putting in the outer tie rod, and I'm going to try to put it in and then line it up as close as possible to the original alignment, so that way I can drive it to the alignment shop and get it alignment on it. Okay, so we're just going to twist this on. And I'm gonna have to try to line this up a little bit. Alright, and basically that's it. We're gonna put this on, line it up as straight as possible. Then we're just gonna go back on reverse, and we're just gonna put the castle nut right back on. We're gonna torque it down, then we're gonna put the cotter pin back on, and then it'll be ready to go on alignment. Okay, so that's all, guys, today. Thank you for watching the video. I know it's a little choppy, but I'm trying. Right now I'm recording with my phone. I'm gonna try to do better, maybe pick up a camera in the future, but thank you again for watching, and you guys all have a good one. Bye.